in a moment filled with tears, Cass a note, and in her place joined Katie. Gave you iced coffee, and you spent the session talking to Katie and crying over some Vietnamese kobold food. You flavored it with your tears.
I think Tempest
washed
was the one who
away some
flavored
of
it
the
with her
spice.
tears. All 5 bowls of it.
I bought all of it.
No, I'm pretty sure I bought the 5th one.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, you did buy the 5th. Alright.
Oh yeah, and Cass left me a Kopesh.
Yeah. Which you guys don't know what that does. So I believe you were all walking back to the castle now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys are all on your way back to the castle. Yeah, and just gonna walk back to the castle in silence.
Walkie, 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 waddle, waddle, waddle.
It's Larimar. Don't question it.
Exactly.
True. I'm just expecting Larimar like saying that, like wacky, 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 wacky,
She
waddle, waddle,
would.
waddle.
She would say it.
You would.
Larimar.
Didn't you were saying right before we stopped, I think Tempest, you were saying that you have like a thing that you didn't know what it does?
Yeah, Tempest nods. Yes. She left me this. She unsheathed the Kopesh. I'm not sure why or what it even does.
Can I make the stat sheet for that thing?
Oh, I hope you did.
If I didn't, I'm gonna be so mad at myself if I didn't.
Does it look magical? If I look at it over, does it look magical?
Yeah. It's very, very obviously magical. It has a bunch of magical engravings, and it's pure gold.
I died for it.
Oh,
you
died for it.
No, she's sleeping. She's sleeping.
I'm still sleeping,
but
but
you're not there.
yes, outside of notes.
I didn't make it. Okay. So while you talk about that, I'm actually gonna make that right now.
Oh,
And
my bad.
Is that the only thing that you don't know what it does?
Tempest looks at Ulrich. Didn't you mention something about a shield?
Right. And then Ark's gonna produce a golden shield.
You're pull it out of your ass. I've been hiding this whole time.
Yeah, no, he's been very obviously carrying it.
50-pound shield. You're like,
no, it's actually more around 12 pounds.
Oh, that's light.
A normal pure metal shield is 6 pounds, and it's a gold one, so I just doubled the weight.
Fair enough. I have a bit of an experience, if you will, with this kind of magic. I'm very good at uncovering secrets, if you will. I could look into that if you want.
Absolutely.
Maybe we should wait until we're back in the palace where it's safe and we're not out in the open.
Yeah, there's a lot of people around. We've kind of been standing out in the open this whole time.
Oh, I don't think anyone suspicious is watching us. And if it makes you feel any better, I was watching you for several hours.
Wait.
That's creepy.
Tempest is just gonna look at Katie like, okay.
It wasn't in a weird way.
Several hours. When did you get the coffee in those several hours? Did you attempt to get us coffee earlier and then it kind of like got too warm, so you got us more coffee?
No. It's I kept waiting for a way to introduce myself, but I had the feeling that I had to leave and find you this morning. So I came to the castle.
Feeling?
Yeah, feeling. It's an instinctual thing. Me and my god, we don't really talk. It's more of a
driving force?
A nudge?
A nudge towards a certain fate, if you will.
Huh.
Who might I ask is your god?
Oh, the man in the moon.
Have I heard about anything about the man in the moon?
Yeah, it's one of the moons up in the sky.
Oh, he's a man?
It's the bigger one.
Tempest's just gonna like hold her face in her hand, like, oh.
The entire
Glory
bigger
Mother.
moon is a god.
Oh, that's a man up there.
I'm a man in the moon, on the moon.
If you
No,
look
but-
closely, you can kind of make out a face.
Wow, I don't think I actually have stared at the moon for that long to realize that there's a face right there. The stars are kind of distracting sometimes, so it kind of probably distracted
Yeah,
me.
you had that whole conversation with Dunce Leonty about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken to calling old Leonty Dunce Leonty.
That's Lanty.
Oh, sorry. If it helps, he's not really a talker.
Yeah, because it makes sense. He seems pretty far away.
Tempest is just like staring at Larimar, like, oh dear.
I don't mean any offense to it. She's gonna actually
No,
look guilty.
Trust me. I take no offense. Well, you probably know just as much about the man in the moon as I do. I've never seen him. Neither has anyone in the Lunar Requiem. It's, he guides you and he assists you where need be, but he doesn't really visit.
Huh.
It's a gut feeling in your chest. You just wake up and you know which way to go. You know?
I feel like the longer you stay in our group, though, the closer you're gonna actually meet him. Because that's what just happened last night to Tempest here.
Tempest like, shh.
And
Just like trying to cover Larimar's snout.
if that's true, I'm guessing based on the excessive paraphernalia that you worship the glory. Sorry, 1 second.
Oh no.
Katie is listening.
Well, I mean, I'm
distracted by a nearby barking dog, but she's listening.
well played.
Wolfer.
Tempest like goes, well, kind of almost like slightly embarrassed. Yes, I am an acolyte of the Glory Mother, and she has been quite vocal of late, and may or may not have visited us in our dreams last night.
James, before I
Vocal
respond
was-
to this intriguing question, what do I know about the Glory Mother?
Considering
All things
considering and all of that stuff, you would know a pretty decent amount because the Glory Mother is pretty intrinsically tied to a lot of stuff. The Glory
Okay.
Mother is one of the biggest deities worshipped on Zen'Daver, right?
Okay.
So
but
you
do
would
I
know a
know
lot.
anything about her personality?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You would know you would probably know pretty much her personality and like how eccentric.
I definitely can understand why it might be quite the shock to think about a god who stays out of the limelight a little bit. But trust me, the man in the moon is not so open. He prefers to deliver his messages and his wills in subtle ways. I'm a device for him. But he understands that everyone has their own fate.
Huh.
What are you, if I may ask? Are you a paladin, a holy warrior, or
I'm an acolyte.
what are you?
I'm a cleric, in particular.
Never cool.
Yeah, my work is primarily in being a cleric. In particular, I'm quite interested in knowledge. I've always been interested in the fate aspect.
Temple does the Lunar Requiem have a library. Big one.
So if anyone was looking for answers to a question, I'd be happy to help in that regard. But otherwise, fate has always been my big thing, if you will.
Well, you will certainly find that we have all very colorful fates of late. Yours may get quite colorful too.
That's very
I
nice. I think this journey is less my own than it is yours. I'm just here to watch and help where I can.
Well, considering we are a dwindling party, we will definitely take all the help we can get.
Portia,
That was not metagaming.
Portia,
No.
Portia.
If you're talking about your small kobold friend, fates can be tricky, but I think you'll find that, especially when it comes to divine fates, things out of our control, they have a way of working out for the good people. I don't think the man in the moon would guide me here if you were not of good intention. At least in his eyes.
Hmm.
And if it's in his eyes, then it's in my eyes.
That's a lot of eyes, if you think about it.
When you're that high in the sky and you look down with eyes, I'm sure you see so many things.
Oh yeah, I was really high up in the sky.
Oh,
My
so
one
many
dream where I saw a
things.
space dragon too.
You saw what?
A space dragon.
Tempest looks at her. Huh?
Yeah, that happened before.
Larimar?
We went to the
How
meat.
much-
We went to the meat hall, like before, like and stuff. But before that, I was in the sky with a space dragon. Like he took up the whole sky. Like you couldn't really tell where he ended.
Larimar. She's gonna like
I'm not
Tempest,
lying. Don't tell me
Tempest
I'm lying.
puts a hand on her shoulder. I know we've
Don't
had a
tell
lot of
me.
spicy noodles, but
Don't tell me this. Everyone's been telling me this, but I can swear.
all right, I believe you. But
You say a space dragon?
Yes.
And if I may, what did the space dragon look like? Have I heard anything about a space dragon before, James?
space dragon.
Space. For my knowledge and what I remember, James, you literally described him as like literally just being like a total galaxy, and you looked like you couldn't even tell where he ended and where like he started, or
I
like
remember
how.
she was a picture. It was pretty trippy.
Yeah, it was very trippy.
Well, there are certainly dragons in Zen'Daver, but, well, I think there are dragons. I shouldn't speak with certainty, but
He was was really like quiet, and when I asked him what he want, like he just said he found me interesting and kept watching me. And then he said like as like I guess
Oh my
this
god, I was muted. I was muted. Oh my god. Okay. So, you asked if Katie knew about that stuff. Roll me a history check. I was muted. I was talking. I was like, "Why? What is she doing? Why didn't she roll it? What's happening? I'm being ignored."
a history check, you said?
But then being
Yes.
ignored,
Roll me
like,
a history check.
There's irony to
23?
that one.
A what?
23?
Ooh. Spicy.
Okay.
Like noodles.
I will DM you what you know.
Please tell me I'm not just having a stupid dream. Everyone thinks I am.
I say, how come you guys got all the interesting dreams and
Well,
I just
hey,
had a good night's sleep up until the.
you got a good night's sleep there.
Alric, would you like interesting
At least
dreams?
until I got taken to the meat hall, then everything kind of went
So indirectly,
very wrong from there.
Tempest, indirectly, this was all your fault.
Alric. Interesting. Yeah, this is not true.
We won't blame Cass for this all. We'll just
Alric is your name, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Would you like to have interesting dreams?
pulls out.
she's going to sell drugs.
What do you mean by that exactly?
I laced your iced coffee.
Some of the best insights you can have come from dreams. I know clerical magic if you were interested in seeing beyond your subconscious and the darkness. I could give you something to help. A spell, not drugs. A spell.
I was kind of concerned because I was wondering if the coffee was laced because of my reaction, but that must be.
No.
I think that's just.
I don't disagree. Disagree is a strong word. I don't partake personally, and I don't judge those who do, but no, that is not my forte.
Shelby, I wish you luck in
Yes.
trying to pronounce that.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What the fuck is that word?
Hey!
Oh my god, that
Hey!
is the funniest reaction ever.
Okay.
Spell it.
So to answer your question, Larimar, about
Hey?
Jesus Christ, hold on.
About Jesus Christ.
Christ.
Hold on.
Who's Jesus Christ?
I mean,
That's what this dragon was? Jesus Christ!
no. Sorry, this dog is just so distracting. It's so cute. Give me a second. I'm gonna go
It's a dog?
give it a treat.
There's a space Tempest. Tempest is a space dog. I need a space dog.
Space
Joel.
dog. Space dog.
Tempest is like, Larimar, just breathe. Remember, focus on the dragon. Focus on the dragon.
Okay, dragon.
Okay, so the dragon that you speak of, could you describe it for me?
And James, correct me if I'm wrong or if I'm missing information, but the dragon was like basically like it was big, like it took up the whole sky.
It
was
up
literally
all,
the size of the
it took up
universe.
basically all of the space around you. You
Mhm.
couldn't tell where it began and where it ended.
Yeah.
You watched like the most ever got out of trying to comprehend its size was the fact that when you asked it to, it blotted out the sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it blotted out the sun so that I could use my powers just to show him that something more interesting, because he just kept saying I was interesting. And then when I tried to teleport closer to him, it didn't even feel like I even moved at all. So it felt like he was just everywhere, if that makes sense.
No, it does. It's interesting.
Please tell me I'm not crazy. Everyone's been
No,
making me feel like I've been.
I've read something of this before.
You did?
Long ago. It was only a brief bit. Let me see if I can remember. There is a divine dragon in Zen'Daver. It forms the phlostagon of the crystal sphere that
Phlogiston.
contains Zen'Daver.
Phlostagon?
Phlostagon.
Phlogiston.
Phlostagon.
Is this a dinosaur?
Of the crystal sphere that contains Zen'Daver and its solar system. The name of the dragon,
Would you like me to pronounce it for you?
I'm gonna give it a go, and then you tell me how accurate it is. The name was, well, I read it in the Men in the Moon library. I don't know if this is the exact name. It's, Avkorga Bostinta Goshkan.
Oh.
Gesundheit.
Go ahead and tell me the actual.
Katie, that was a lot of syllables.
Avkorga
Okay.
Boskartina Doshkan.
James, save her before she hurts herself.
Avkorga Oshkarinta Dashkan.
I was not that far off. I just didn't have the accent.
I love that. I love that you keep Katie's voice when you said that. Not far off.
It's not quite far off, but yes, so it seems like you had an encounter with a divine being, in a sense.
That name was really, really long, so I'm just gonna call this divine being Space Boy.
Space boy.
Does the name translate to anything, James, that Katie would know?
You know that it means something in a language you don't know.
Okay.
Do I know what it means?
Like one of those dead languages that's like dead. Like it
Okay, I
died
was
and
gonna
like
say,
it
wow,
died
a language I don't know?
it died in the beginnings of mortals being made.
Okay, so very powerful. I'm curious now.
But otherwise, I really wanted with me. He just kept watching me. I decided to do a couple tricks.
A wanderer. You to type.
Never really had so being in one spot.
Insight check. Just in case you're
Okay.
Oh, you fun.
I guess like
Yeah.
that's pretty. Lamar's not a liar. Really lie. She seems like if she's pretty bad at it.
I just was curious of my own curiosity. I've heard adventure ball and previously, if you will. What is it exactly that all? I know past was
I am primarily focused on trying to keep everyone necessary.
So by necessity.
choice to question that after. That's
I heard about what happened. Perhaps you and I can talk. If it's just only up to you. To
I will.
the symbol of the glory mother. Imagine.
I'm actually email right now. I'm in like
My
Yeah.
apologies.
the mother. You've heard of us that you may know is correct.
Societal. I think we worry about much in the temple. On all sides of war. Not in my eyes.
Yes, I have now created.
Fantastic.
The castle so we can find too.
Reach cast like coming through.
Waddle, waddle.
What have you been doing this whole time?
Huh?
Sleeping?
What have you been doing this time?
Yeah.
I am sleeping.
Castle, that's how.
Well, we should probably go to. We have a.
I don't. Yeah, it's that. Nothing I can do.
Okay.
Hold on, I mean,
The map keeps for some reason.
I can.
That's what I was gonna really sus of everybody. I'm having some ginger snap cookie. I don't know why I keep talking.
You have.
I know. This I've started developing the last couple.
Headache.
Um. 20?
Remember, you were.
Is she going to be concerned? Stranger has returned.
Oh, I don't have
We're
a token. I
closed.
don't. Have a while before.
Her. Well, what exactly? I'm willing to help.
She quite a lot.
Yeah, I'll send it. I gotta stop talking like that when I'm not. Mainly because it speak like
You're so
sincere
soft.
character. It's important. Okay. So
And here. What about it?
hard to yip around here.
How did you do that?
What I used to sound like. It was that with a lip. No. Never. Something.
Yes,
You
quite
want to take
a
this?
large.
Main interest we're
Oh,
dealing
you
with.
know.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
She'll be sleeping.
Give me a second.
You alive?
Barely, are you awake?
Like rumble.
That's alright.
Why are you talking? Like still waking up?
Fucking mother.
Mommy,
You shoving her into the way more than Lammer.
Cross her arms
mean-
and just lean against.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
That's like health.
Trying
Uh,
to.
Tempest was.
Why did you want to?
Arm.
Me?
It's hands.
Oh yeah,
It was
because
like-
Oh dear. Lammer, are you sure?
and here are still there.
Oh.
Put you guys on the second.
Damn.
We.
You're all the athletic types.
Tabitha is
Uh,
like.
Decent muscles. It looks like a stick bug.
He is. Because Katie's wearing.
Experienced people wear a lot of oak. It might just be because of every.
Armor. So, yeah, she just kind of she didn't go to the prison because she got back. She like whatever she wears under her.
Really,
I think she woke up.
and she's straight back and
So,
Where am
I'm wrestling. Woo!
I, friend? I'm Katie.
Oof.
Get a better internet speed.
Sorry, my name is Katie. I'm Bessie.
What happened?
And Cass has. Cass.
Ah, I see.
Ulrich brought us up to speed on everything that happened, and she left me this. She holds up the sword for Tora to see.
And Tora read it and like and she understand now like as was a bit different. And then for what happened, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Hey, give me a second. I'm switching.